This Olympic athlete is worried, not about the competition. He's worried about money. You see, our Olympic team can't rely on government support. That's why Miller is proud to be the sole sponsor of the U.S. Olympic Training Centers. And now you can help too. Just buy Miller High Life Light and Genuine Draft, where you see this special Olympic display. Every time you do, Miller will make a donation to help our athletes, just when they need it the most.
At Jordan's Furniture, 7 out of 10 of our customers never have to wait for their furniture.
And here's why. This is our 200,000 square foot distribution center.
9 levels high.
Over 12 miles of furniture.
That's like having furniture from Boston to Dedham.
Nobody has more of the best brand name furniture ready to go than we do.
Nobody, and all at under prices.
At Jordan's Furniture, we don't have everything in stock.
But with all this, we sure have a lot.
The Porsche 944. The Volvo 740 Turbo Wagon. To you, they're two completely different cars. But to a radar gun, they look exactly alike.
Bronson's wanted for murder. Marvin's on a death hunt.
You don't look like a madman.
You look like a Mountie.
Johnson didn't do anything I wouldn't do if I was in his boots. If anybody's going to bring Albert Johnson in, it's going to be me.
Charles Bronson, Lee Marvin, death hunt. Friday night at 8 on WLVI TV.
Tonight's guest will receive a Master Mechanic 7 1/4-inch circular saw, belt sander, variable speed reversing drill, and jigsaw exclusively from True Value Hardware stores, and a gift certificate from Carton Jewelers, who feature Omega, the official timekeeper for the Olympic Games. Omega always marks significant moments. Carton's at Copley Place, downtown Boston, and throughout New England.
Our rich fruity jam makes our vanilla cream sandwich cookie nearly impossible to open. So far, no one's complained. Peak Friends Fruit Creams.
It took Gutzon Borglum 14 years to carve his monumental presidents. But you have only a few days to carve yourself a monumental deal during President's Deal Days at your Mitsubishi Motors dealer. Elect Sigma, world-class luxury for thousands less than Toyota Cressida. Or Precis, over 60 standard features under $5,400. But hurry, President's Deal Days come only once a year.
Come in now. On selected Mitsubishi models, you could save up to $1,500.
If you thought the prospect of finding good-tasting, low-salt bacon and ham looked gloomy, look again. Because now there's tasty Armour lower-salt bacon and ham. Both have a third less salt than regular bacon and ham, but they've got plenty of mouth-watering Armour taste. So try Armour's lower-salt bacon and ham. And cut down on salt without cutting down on flavor.
Available at Mel's, AAA, and Roach Brothers.
NEC Video Components.
Tweeter for times like these.
Hey, sounded good. Save a few bucks, get the same quality. Then the gripes start from data processing. I got garbage all over the orders. Pittsburgh now takes all night to download delivery schedules.
AT&T gives you the fastest, most error-free data transmission.
I'm paying 32 truckers to drink coffee. This is a good deal?
AT&T's worldwide intelligent network, because we know it's not just long distance. It's your business on the line. AT&T, the right choice.
At Jordan's Furniture, every daybed includes a pull-out unit, 2 mattresses, even the bedspread.
This daybed, just $396 complete at Jordan's Furniture.
Good evening, I'm Jack Hines. Topping the news at this hour, a Boston police officer is in serious condition at Boston City Hospital following a shooting in Dorchester. It happened about 8:15 this evening on Bellevue Street. At least 2 officers were involved. We still don't know their names. There are unconfirmed reports the officers were working undercover on a drug case. The wounded officer was shot in the head, apparently as he approached the front door of the house. We're told the suspects have been arrested. A U.S. Marine officer today became the 9th American to be held hostage in Lebanon. Lieutenant Colonel William Higgins was kidnapped as he drove through Shiite Muslim areas today. Higgins was assigned to the United Nations peacekeeping force along the Lebanese-Israeli border. Locally, the black student occupation of a University of Massachusetts building in Amherst is over. The takeover began Saturday in protest of an alleged racial attack. Among other things, disciplinary action is expected to be taken against the white students suspected of the assault. In Hollywood, the Oscar nominations include Olympia Dukakis, cousin of Michael Dukakis. She was nominated for Best Supporting Actress in Moonstruck. That film was also nominated for Best Picture, along with The Last Emperor, Hope and Glory, Fatal Attraction, and Broadcast News. In sports, Rick Schwartz will have Celtics Nuggets action as well as highlights of the Bruins and Canadiens in Montreal and Team USA versus the Soviets in Olympic hockey. As for the weather, meteorologist Ron Harris has some good news now for tomorrow. Ron.
Well, last week at this time, getting ready for a belting, but for tomorrow, just some more melting. Nothing but sunshine across the Northeast, and temperatures will respond up into the 40s. Good news coming up after the game. Jack?
And that's a halftime news update. We'll be back right after the game with a complete report. Next, second half action, Celtics Nuggets from Denver. Stay with us.
Rap musicians like to think the best light beer is the one we drink. And every rapping cat I know drinks Miller Lite. Ain't that so? Tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. Let's fill it. Lights got body. Lights got soul. Don't stop me now. I'm on a roll. Get it right. There's only one light beer, Miller Lite.
Yep. You got a cracked Johnson rod. Yeah, it's a good thing it didn't break. Would have turned your flywheel into a 50-pound frisbee of death. Hey, right now, you can save big bucks on a new Oldsmobile. They're having this George Washington birthday sale, but you only got 2 more weeks, which is 2 more weeks than this thing's got. Unless you got a need for a 2,000-pound cigarette lighter. Sort of a conversation piece. Cheerio.
Just 2 weeks left in Oldsmobile's Washington's birthday sale.
Not Mr. Outback.
Wang Laboratories and WLVI proudly present A Salute to Black History, featuring a Celtics glance to the past. The 1963 Celtics roster often featured talents like guards Sam Jones and Casey Jones, forwards Tom Sanders and Willie Knowles, and the big center, Bill Russell. They were the NBA's first black lineup.
All right.
This Salute to Black History has been brought to you by Wang and Channel 56.
Sunday sizzles on 56. This Sunday at noon, Faye Dunaway's haunted by a nameless, faceless terror in Eyes of Laura Mars. Then at 2, Clint Eastwood's being loved to death in Play Misty for Me. And at 4, if he can't have her, he'll make sure nobody else can. Morgan Fairchild stars in The Seduction. It's a Sunday of fatal attractions. This Sunday starting at noon here on WLVI TV.
So, 2 years in New York, and he thinks he can tell us how to run things.
It's all right. I fix things. He's traveling overnight on the red eye.
Not first class.
Business class, of course. Company policy.
He'll be hungry and tired.
Club, British Airways' new business class delivers you ready for business.
Pleasant trip.
Yes, thank you.
New club class for the businessman, only from the world's favorite airline.
We want you to get out of New York.
But on Thursday and Friday night, you won't want to get out of your seats. Bronson is deadly on the 8 o'clock movie.
If the police don't defend us, maybe we ought to do it ourselves.
Thursday, when the punks pick on Charles Bronson, they've picked on the wrong man, Death Wish.
You don't look like a madman.
You look like a Mountie.
And Friday, Bronson's back with Lee Marvin, and winner takes all in this deadly game of cat and mouse, Death Hunt. Bronson strikes back Thursday and Friday at 8 on 56.
Decorate your home with the confidence of an interior designer using the rainbow of colors in the True Test custom color system from True Value hardware stores. It's arranged under natural home lighting, so you can find the True Test paint color that matches your furnishings or carpeting. Then select contrasting or related shades. You can easily beautify any room in your home using the rainbow of colors in the True Test custom color system, available exclusively at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
Hang him. You're making a mistake.
They strung up Clint Eastwood, but he doesn't kill easy.
Pick up the badge or leave justice to me and my men.
You ain't never gonna get me alive to Fort Grant, boy.
And I'll get you there dead. Boy, don't go for that gun, Reno. I need you alive.
Clint Eastwood is out for revenge in Hang 'em High, Saturday night at 7:30 on WLVI TV.
Tonight's game between the Celtics and Nuggets is coming to you live from Denver and is being brought to you in part by New England Telephone. We're the one for you, New England. New England Telephone. Delta Airlines, we love to fly, and it shows. And by the owners of your local McDonald's restaurant, where it's always a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
When I played hoops, I could beat anybody. Still can. Yo, cheap little one-on-one or what?
Get out of town, man.
Chicken! At least I can enjoy a Miller Lite while I'm looking for a game, right? How about you, Peanut? Wimp. Light tastes great, but these beanpoles probably drink it because it's less filling. Hey, yo, beanpole, you want to show me what you got? Tricks are easy. I'd like to get this turkey on the course.
It's no contest. There's only one light beer, Miller Lite.
Saturday morning at John Williams' new corporate offices, made possible by Vice President Dick Fernandez and Shawmut Bank. Michelle Chan's education, made possible by branch manager Mary Lyons and Shawmut Bank. Shawmut, together anything is possible.
We're gonna bring on the beef, spread on the cheddar. McDonald's cheddar melt. First we bring on the beef, spread on the cheddar. Bold and saucy. Much better now. Grill up the onion, stack it on a rye bun. Cheddar melts. For a limited time, so come on, all together say. Bring on the beef, spread on the cheddar. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's cheddar melt. For a limited time.
Four Seasons Travel wants you to cruise with the Celtics. Sun-filled 7-day trip departing August 27th on the Sovereign of the Seas to Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, and other exciting ports of call. If you'd like to go, cruise with the Celtics. Call 617-890-7930.
They're going to do it! The U.S. is going to win a gold medal for the first time in 40 years! He's pulling away from me, East German! He's going to shatter the Olympic record! He shoots! He scores!
You! Hey, stop daydreaming, buddy. The Olympics are on.
Miller Lite salutes the Olympics. They bring out the dreamer in all of us.
At the age of 12, David Hedges had a dream. One that went beyond childhood pursuits to flights of fancy. His dream was to fly, to soar, to touch the sky. Today, David's dream is a reality. He's a Delta Airlines pilot, and his love for flying is a feeling he's never lost.
We love to fly and it shows.
This year, the world's automakers will offer more than 500,000 impersonations of a single car, the BMW 325. But like most fine things in life, the copies are never worth quite as much as the original.
Special lease programs on select 325 models are now available. See your participating BMW dealer.
Sunday starting at noon, it's a day of fatal attractions with the eyes of Laura Mays, Play Misty for Me, and The Seduction on Boston's movie station, WLVI TV.
Now Red Auerbach on the fast break.
First, you start from the outside. Make your move to the inside. Keep your head up. Look for your options. And take it the length of the floor for an easy two. Then, you finish it off.
Stockbroker Dave Cullen knows something about making money you might like to know.
Thanks. What's the story with
The more you
tech?
pick up on New England Telephone, the more your business will pick up. We make it easy. An average business toll call with us is still less than $1. The more you pick up on New England Telephone, the more your business will pick up.
Just called to tell you. You made a butt off.
We're the one for you, New England Telephone.
Part of the 9X family.
Remember when they called these things toiletries and everything you ever needed fit right inside this bag? Today I could fill a suitcase with all the health and beauty aids my family and I use. Where do I get them all? No, not a drugstore. I get them at Stop and Shop. They have everything from makeup to vitamins to shaving cream to baby powder. But do you know what I like best about buying my health and beauty aids at Stop and Shop? I can pick up all my food there too. Try doing that in a drugstore.
It's time to Stop and Shop.
Multi-valve performance series from Toyota. A very tough act to follow.
Hi, how was your day?
The usual.
Neil and Ed Gorski's new printing press, made possible by Vice President Sam Morgan and Shawmut Bank. Mark and Jane Romano's first home, made possible by branch manager Rich Davis and Shawmut Bank. Shawmut, together, anything is possible.
Listen to what the experts at Motor Trend magazine have to say about their car of the year, the 1988 Pontiac Grand Prix.
Grand Prix's high-profile exterior is only the beginning. A driving environment second to none. Grand Prix V6 delivers a solid combination of performance and economy. Where this new Pontiac really stands out is handling.
The expert's choice, the 1988 Pontiac Grand Prix. Amazingly sticker priced from just $12,539 at your New England Pontiac dealers.
If this were just any biscuit, we would have put the chocolate on both sides. Pete Breen's milk chocolate biscuits.
Good evening, I'm Jack Hines. On our news at 10 tonight, Governor Dukakis, fresh from his big primary win in New Hampshire, zeroes in on Super Tuesday with a campaign foray down south today, stops in Atlanta and Florida before flying back to Boston tonight. We'll have more on that and a look at big business from Megabucks tonight on the news at 10 after Celtics basketball.
What makes the following colors even more attractive is the car they come in. The Chevy Celebrity. It's the right car at the right price. When you look at everything else, choosing the Celebrity is easy. The difficult decision is choosing which color. Save an additional $1,450 this Washington's birthday. Buy a Chevy today.
Start where more people end up. Chevy of New England.
A6, hurry and you'll make it. Delta Airlines ticket agent Sam Singletary knows how to get people moving.
Mr. Franklin, your bag.
But sometimes he has to show off a few moves of his own. The kind of moves that made him a first-string halfback. Sam Singletary shares a feeling with everyone at Delta. He loves what he's doing, and it shows.
We love to fly.
He's the kid.
And it shows.
Most bottled beers have to take the heat of pasteurization, and this can change their real taste. But there's one bottled beer that's cold filtered, not heat pasteurized. Miller Genuine Draft. Cold filtered means that heat can't change its rich, smooth, real taste. So next time you want a cold one, make sure it's a cold filtered one. Miller Genuine Draft.
It's as real as it gets.
Saturday night at 7:30, they've strung up Clint Eastwood, but he doesn't kill easy. It's Hang 'em High, part of the Saturday night specials this month on WLVI TV.
You've been watching Boston Celtics basketball live on Channel 56. Tonight's game between the Celtics and Nuggets was brought to you in part by your New England Nissan dealers, where all you're going to hear is, yes, we can. Miller Lite. For great taste, there's only one light beer. Your Chevy dealers of New England. Start where more people end up. Buy a Chevy today. By Stop and Shop Supermarkets, it's time to stop and shop. By Shawmut, win a cruise with the Celtics and cash prizes in Shawmut's $25,000 sweepstakes. Details at all Shawmut offices. Be sure to be with us Friday night at 10:30 as the Celtics wind up their Western swing in Portland, Oregon against the Trailblazers, live from the Memorial Coliseum. Tonight's Celtics telecast was a sports presentation of WLVI TV.
Now, from Channel 56, the news at 10 with Jack Hines, Uma Pamaraju, weather with Ron Harris, and sports with Rick Schwartz.
Good evening and welcome to this late edition of the News at 10. Tonight's top story, a shootout in Dorchester tonight involving a Boston police officer.
We get the story in this live report now from Henry Eaton at Boston City Hospital. Henry.
Well, Jack, this has truly been a difficult period of months for the Boston police force. Last October, Officer Roy Sergi was shot to death in the line of duty in the Back Bay. And just last week, Officer Tom Gill was killed by a train while trailing a robbery suspect. And now this. Tonight, Boston Police Detective Sherman Griffiths shot in the head while in the midst of a drug operation in Dorchester. And tonight, the mood is somber here at Boston City Hospital, where friends of the officer, family members, and fellow police officers are waiting, praying, and hoping for the best. Police say shortly after 8 o'clock tonight, 6 officers from the Boston Police Drug Control Unit went to a third-floor apartment at 104 Bellevue Street in Dorchester. They attempted to serve an arrest warrant for alleged drug violations. Police say the door was barricaded from the inside. When they attempted to break it down, 2 or 3 shots were fired from inside the apartment. At least one bullet struck 36-year-old Detective Sherman Griffiths in the head. He was rushed to Boston City Hospital, where tonight both Police Commissioner Mickey Roach and Mayor Raymond Flynn are on the scene.
We're going to need a lot more time to put this together. I've had to secure 104 Bellevue and treat this as a very serious crime like a homicide.
Is the officer conscious right now?
The officer right now is upstairs. All I can say is that he's in critical condition.
Right now we're praying. As a police officer who is a terrific member of our drug squad. I knew him very well. He was one of the toughest and one of the most courageous police officers that we've had on the department. As a matter of fact, Commissioner Roach just promoted him to detective just a short while ago. And goes to show you what a tough job being a police officer in a major American city like Boston really is.
Tonight, several friends and family members of Detective Griffiths are keeping a vigil at the hospital. 5 suspects were taken into custody at the scene at Bellevue Street. They're being held tonight at the Area C police station. Now, so far, no actual arrests have been made and no formal charges have been lodged. I'm told a .45 caliber pistol was recovered at the scene. That aspect of the investigation continues. Meanwhile, the prayers for the officer who was shot continue here at the hospital. Reporting live from Boston City Hospital, I'm Henry Eaton for the News at 10. Back to you, Jack.
Thank you, Henry. In other news tonight, the Bay State may have 1 or more new millionaires among its population. There was a brisk business for Megabucks tickets around the state today, and for good reason. Tonight's Megabucks jackpot is estimated to be about $15 million. And the winning combination was drawn about 10 o'clock tonight. And here it is. The winning numbers 3, 9, 11, 21, 26, 28. The winning Megabucks 3, 9, 11, 21, 26, 28. It will be a few more hours before the lottery office will know whether there is a winner or winners tonight. A break for prospective home buyers tonight for the first time in 4 years. Housing prices in Greater Boston are down. The median price of a single-family home, which represents the midpoint of the market, was just under $179,000 for the last quarter of 1987. That's down from the record high of $181,600 reached earlier last year. Analysts believe the slight drop does not indicate a falling housing market. Uma.
On the campaign trail, a southern migration is underway by the presidential hopefuls, with most of them looking forward to Super Tuesday on March 8th. Michael Dukakis is hoping his big victory in New Hampshire will help him win on the road. He wasted no time in rallying for support in Atlanta today.
I believe in the kind of politics where you say the same thing wherever you go in our country. A campaign that unites America and does not divide it.
Paul Simon says his campaign will be finished next week if he doesn't win in either the South Dakota or Minnesota primaries. On the Republican side, George Bush plans to use the same winning strategy he used in the Granite State down south.
And now we're going to go on to Super Tuesday, and we are going to fight hard. We're going to take nothing for granted. We're going to take a positive message, a message that was good in New Hampshire and is just as good. You don't have to change one single thing.
Tomorrow, Democratic candidate Bruce Babbitt and Republican Pete DuPont are both holding news conferences. There is speculation tonight that they will drop out of the race for the White House. Jack.
The 5-day-long student protest against racism and violence at UMass in Amherst is over, as Allison McCann tells us this afternoon. Hundreds of minority students peacefully ended their takeover of a campus building when some of their demands were met.
To cheers from a campus crowd of several hundred, 150 UMass Third World students emerged from New Africa House, where they had been holed up to protest campus insensitivity to racial issues. Minority students are outraged over a vicious attack of 2 black students by 5 white students on February the 7th. Black students' demands from the administration were met, including stiff reprimands for the abuse of white students, a new campus civil rights statute, and an Afro-American cultural center.
We accept in concept and spirit the response to the list of specific concerns and demands that we presented to him yesterday.
Agreement between students and the administration came after 5 hours of intense negotiation yesterday. Today, Chancellor Joseph Duffy acknowledged the special needs of the small minority population at UMass, only 700 students out of 26,000.
These students were expressing fear, they were expressing concern, they were expressing idealism. You know, I think that there was an educational process taking place. They were challenging the administration and the university to listen to them. And we now have a challenge to try to work together.
Students here at UMass say they will continue their struggle for civil rights and against racism. As one student put it, in the words of Frederick Douglass, if there is no struggle, then there is no progress. At UMass in Amherst, Allison McCann reporting for the News at 10.
Arraignment of the 5 white students accused of the recent UMass racial attack is set for February 24th.
Tonight, another American is the latest kidnapped victim in Lebanon. U.S. Marine officer William Higgins was reportedly abducted as he drove along a coastal highway in a Shiite Muslim area. Higgins is one of the Americans assigned to the United Nations peacekeeping force along the Israeli border. No group is claiming responsibility for his abduction. He is the 9th American hostage now being held in Lebanon. Christians around the world are marking the first day of Lent, the 45-day period of fasting and penitence before Easter. Traditionally, Christians go to church on this Wednesday to have their foreheads dusted with ashes as a reminder of their mortality. Pope John Paul marks the first day of Lent with a 2-hour Mass in a 5th century church in Rome today. Still ahead on the News at 10, meteorologist Ron Harris says we can expect an encore to Monday's great weather.
Also coming up, the Oscar nominations are out, and Olympia Dukakis, whose cousin Michael has been in the news lately, is on the list. A little later, commentator Howie Carr on Campaign 88, a new arena, and new political cliches. The News at 10 continues right after this.
Have you ever had an idea for a new product? Perhaps you have a way of improving an existing product. If you or someone you know has a new idea, the Innovation Center in Washington, D.C. can help you develop your invention. Dial 1-800-628-2828. The Innovation Center can help you present your new idea to industry. Call now and receive free confidential forms. Dial 1-800-628-2828.
A videotape that guarantees original brilliance and sharpness, even after 500 plays? This is the tape that does it, BASF. Because every time you play it, or play it again, or record over it, play after play after play, the original brilliance and sharpness always comes through. So if you're looking for the videotape that just keeps coming back for more, ask for BASF. Because play after play after play, the original brilliance always comes through.
Your Osco pharmacist thinks the more you know, the better you feel.
That's why they'll take the time to explain your prescription to you. We want you to feel good.
Not my sinuses again.
Sinus headaches are worse in the morning.
I gotta get relief.
During the night, pain and pressure build up.
I just can't be drowsy.
That's why you need the morning sinus medicine, Extra Strength Sinead. It's strong enough to relieve sinus headaches when they're at their worst, but won't make you drowsy.
The ambulance will be there in 3 minutes. Boy, with all the pressure we're under today, I'm glad mine's gone.
Extra Strength Sinead, strong enough for even morning sinus headaches.
Hi, Hector the Home Handyman, reminding you to come to the New England Home Show February 20th through 28th at the World Trade Center, Boston. The quality show you waited for.
And this story just in, state lottery officials say there were 14 winning tickets for tonight's Megabucks numbers. A spokesman said the exact total of the carryover jackpot was still being determined. There were earlier projections it could reach about $15 million. 14 winners tonight in Megabucks.
And I can assure you, Jack, I'm not one of those 14.
Neither am I. We're still here.
We're still here. Okay, tonight Hollywood is buzzing over the nominations for the 60th Annual Academy Awards. The film that captures the most Oscar nominations is The Last Emperor, coming up with a total of 9.
The tragic saga of China's boy emperor is nominated for Best Picture, but faces some stiff competition from Fatal Attraction, Hope and Glory, Moonstruck, and Broadcast News.
What do you do when your real life exceeds your dreams?
William Hurt, who stars as the airhead anchorman in Broadcast News, is nominated for Best Actor. He's up against Marcello Mastroianni in Dark Eyes, Michael Douglas in Wall Street, Jack Nicholson in Ironweed, and Robin Williams in
Good Morning Vietnam!
In the Best Actress category, Cher has been nominated for Moonstruck.
Snap out of it!
Glenn Close for Fatal Attraction, Holly Hunter for Broadcast News, Meryl Streep for Ironweed, and Sally Kirkland in Anna. In the supporting actress category, Governor Michael Dukakis' cousin Olympia is nominated for her role as Cher's mother in Moonstruck. Her competition includes Ann Archer in Fatal Attraction, Norma Alondro in Gabby, Ann Ramsey in Throw Mama from a Train, and Ann Southern in The Whales of August.
The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences will announce the winners April 11th. Jack?
Quite a performance in central Massachusetts today. An American bald eagle is back in the wild tonight after a strange transatlantic voyage. The eagle, who had been swept across the ocean during a November storm, was set free at the Quabbin Reservoir today. He was saved by Pat O'Connell, a wildlife ranger in County Kerry, Ireland.
It was the first sighting ever of a bald eagle in Europe. Not a mine capture. I feel great. It's a great sense of achievement to have captured the bird, brought it back to life, and see it being left off in its natural habitat. It's very rewarding.
Local wildlife officials will use a special radio transmitter to track the bird over the next few days. The Quabbin Reservoir is a winter nesting area for about 30 other eagles. And I hope the eagle enjoys the weather we're having around the
Heard
quarter.
a lot of birds chirping today. They're ready, aren't they? You are too.
Yeah, I'm ready. We're all ready for some nice weather for a change.
Well, we're going to give it to you tomorrow once again.
Oh,
so we
great.
can watch the snowbanks melt again tomorrow. And you can bank on that, Uma. As they do melt around here, say thank you very much. It's late, folks, so thank you, what have you. Yeah,
Keep going.
Here we go. Outside temperature 35. We have cloudy skies. A weak frontal system going on through with the winds out of the south at 7. Pressure 30.15. It's falling off just a little bit as a very weak system comes on through. Now today nationally, some nifty numbers typical across the entire country. No Arctic outbreaks to be found. I show you this because I think next week at this time, another very cold Arctic blast will be swooped across much of the nation. So enjoy the next couple of days as we go through this. Now the satellite loop shows moisture down in here starting to percolate. That's going to be a concern to us. And this is what we call a kicker. Like in football, it changes the game plan. It's going to change our weather plan as we go on into the weekend. Now analyzing it, what we find is low pressure right down in Texas starting to develop, and it's feeding on Gulf moisture down in here. Nice warm wedge. Thunder in Texas. Showers running from northeast Texas, skirting right through and draping into Illinois right now, and that's going to be heading northeastward as this weak front comes on through later on tonight. Temperatures across New England right now aren't bad at all, mostly near freezing or within a few degrees. Colder to the north, warmer off to the south. A high today, beautiful 42, be about 40, 41 tomorrow. Light southerly winds, clever clouds are coming on through here. They're trying to sneak through, but I caught them. They're up there, but no precipitation from those clouds. Now get ready for this one, especially if you've been on a farm or you live in the country. Quotes and notes: when pigs carry hay sticks or a straw in their snouts, expect strong winds. Yes, the pigs are smart. They actually protect their surroundings as they gather these things if a big storm is coming. I just tell you the facts, folks. You may want to check that out. Super 6-day scan tomorrow is going to show us nothing but sunshine across the region, and temperatures will be beautiful as well. 20s far to the north, but 40s down here across the entire area, and the lower 40s much of southern New England. But after that, things are going to change because we're going to have a complex jet stream setting up, strong streams to the north and to the south, with moisture going down to the south, and this is going to start to head up the east coast and develop an east coast storm, so that on Friday we'll have a low in the Mississippi Valley, and I do think it's going to hop the Appalachian Mountain chain, redevelop as a type of a nor'easter heading northeast. Wet snow could be very heavy during Friday night. Stay tuned because it could be an impressive storm, especially inland southern New England. So here's my forecast for Boston and vicinity, calling for a cloud and star struggle out there, winds shifting as that wimpy front comes through, dropping down to about 30 degrees. For tomorrow, a blue ribbon beauty just for Uma Pemaraju. Yes, sunshine, beautiful. Highs will be in the lower 40s. For tomorrow night, starry skies, calm, dropping down to the mid-20s. And then Friday, sort of a weather breeder, we call it in the business, transition time with sunshine, clouds to finish, sea breezes in the 30s, but Friday night, some wet snow, and it could be a decent storm. So tomorrow night, we'll have the latest on that. It could continue into the weekend, maybe a hiatus coming up Saturday afternoon, and should I say maybe another storm possibly coming up on Sunday. So it's a very active pattern.
We've got our hands full.
Yes, both of them tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, Ron.
Okay, thanks, Ron. And coming up on the news at 10, tough assignments for the Bruins and the Celtics tonight.
Rick Schwartz will have all the action, plus Team USA versus the Soviets in Olympic hockey. Stay with us.
Till now, finding an answer wasn't easy. If you had a bladder control problem, like millions of women, you had to find your own solution, or maybe try something big and bulky. Now there's new Serenity Regular Guards. Serenity's compact, yet it absorbs more where you need it most, more than even big undergarments. Serenity locks liquid into a gel that can't leak. The protection you've been searching for is here at last. New Serenity from Johnson & Johnson.
We want you to get out of New York.
But on Thursday and Friday night, you won't want to get out of your seats. Bronson is deadly on the 8 o'clock movie.
If the police don't defend us, maybe we ought to do it ourselves.
Thursday, when the punks pick on Charles Bronson, they've picked on the wrong man, Death Wish.
You don't look like a madman.
You look like a Mountie.
And Friday, Bronson's back with Lee Marvin, and winner takes all in this deadly game of cat and mouse, Death Hunt. Bronson strikes back Thursday and Friday at 8 on 56.
A videotape that guarantees original brilliance and sharpness, even after 500 plays. This is the tape that does it. BASF. Because every time you play it, or play it again, or record over it, play after